Hello everyone, how is it going? Hope that all of you are staying at home safely and doing well. So students, can you hear me clearly? Is the sound clear? Is there any problem to hear me? Is the sound clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Clear, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So already 4 minutes over, but maximum students are not present. We will start after 1 or 2 minutes as all of the students can join with us. So students, please wait for 1 or 2 minutes. After 1 or 2 minutes, we will start our class.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম ম্যাম। ম্যাম গুগল ক্লাসরুমে দেখলাম ম্যাম আমাদের মিডের সিলেবাস দিয়ে দিয়েছেন ম্যাম। আমাদের মিডটা কবে ম্যাম সেটা যদি একটু বলতেন।
I am not sure about the date of your midterm, but probably it will start after these. Probably now it's 14th week, right? Probably 15th or 16th week your midterm exam will be start. Okay, it is not fixed yet, but I give the syllabus for midterm because it will be helpful for you to take your preparation. That's why. Okay.
Yes
But
ma'am,
still, we
but
don't know the routine or the exact time, but probably it may happen on 15th or 16th week. That's why I provided it.
ম্যাম সিলেবাসটা একটু শর্ট করলে ভালো হতো।
Probably I included Fourier series, Fourier integral, and solution of boundary value problem, right? In that case, in the chapter of solution boundary value problem, you may practice only those maths which I solved in your class and I give as your practice. So probably there you will find 6 or 7 maths. And for Fourier integral probably there are 5 or 6 maths. And for Fourier series, you have to practice some maths from your textbook. That's all. Okay.
Ma'am, textbook means?
Textbook means some exercise part, and I will also provide some maths for you in the Google Classroom. Okay.
ওকে ম্যাম। ম্যাম আপনি যে স্লাইডগুলো আপলোড করেছেন ওখান থেকে এক্সারসাইজ পার্টগুলো করলে এনাফ না?
Yes, basically for midterm or for CT, your class materials and your class recording is enough. Okay, for my course, for your midterm exam, class recording, that means class lecture and class materials. That means the PDF file which I provided in the Google Classroom, that 2 materials are enough for your midterm exam. And if you need any extra maths, then I will provide it in the Google Classroom, okay, before your exam. And I included this three topic in your midterm exam because you have also Laplace transformation in this course. So if you don't take preparation of this part, that means Fourier series or Fourier analysis, then it will be very difficult for you to complete your syllabus in the final exam because it contains 2 parts. One is Fourier analysis, another is Laplace transformation. So if you revise it in the midterm exam, then it will be helpful for you to complete your whole syllabus before your final exam. Okay, that's why. And I think now you will get enough time to take preparation. That's why. Okay, so now I will go for our today's lecture. In our last lecture, we have learned about convolution theorem, application of convolution theorem. And in that lecture, at the initial stage, you have found that there are some two properties, that means multiplication and division by power of s. By power of s. Here, power of s means it may be s or s square or s cube or s to the power 4. That's why it is written that multiplication and division by power of s. And the statement is in inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is equal to f of t, then inverse Laplace transformation of f of s by s is equal integration 0 to t f of u du. That's the statement for the properties multiplication or division by power of s. Here you may consider that 1 by s into f of s, then it will be the multiplication by power of s to the power minus 1. And if you consider that f of s by s, then it will be division by the power of s to the power 1. Okay. So here basically for multiplication and division, the formula you can use the same one because it can be written as a multiplication of power of s or division power of s. Okay. So here, if our function is 1 by s into 1 by s square plus 1, then you may consider this is as f of s and this is 1 by s. That means division by 1 by s. Okay. Here there is a problem 1 by s into 1 by s square plus 1. So for this problem, we will consider this is our f of s and it will be 1 by s into f of s. That means f of s by s. F of s by s. So you can use this direct formula inverse Laplace transformation of this is equal integration 1 to t f of u du. But my question is if it is 1 by s square, if it is 1 by s square, if your function is 1 by s square into 1 by s square plus 1. So here it will be considered as f of s. And at first, I will write down it 1 by s into f of s by s. So by using these properties, you will be able to find the inverse Laplace transformation of these, right? By using this formula, you will be able to find the inverse Laplace transformation of this. So here, from here, we will get one result. I'm considering that result is f1s. So from here, f1s divided by s. Now you will have to again use this property. Okay. What is this? When the power of s is s squared, then you have to use these properties for 2 times. When your power is 3, then you have to use these properties for 3 times. When the power for s is 4, then you have to use these properties for 4 times. Okay. So that's the procedure. At first, you have to use these properties for 1 by s into 1 by s squared plus 1. When it is 1 by s squared, then you have to use this same property for 2 times. When it is 1 by s cube, then you have to use this property for 3 times. Okay. So now we will practice one math which is related to these properties, and the power of s is cube. So here you can find that it is 1 by s cube into 1 by s square plus 1. So here we may consider 1 by s square plus 1 as our f of s, and there is another term 1 by s cube, and here the power of s is 3. So you have to use this property for 3 times. Okay, since here power of s is 3, we will use this property for 3 times. So at first we will find, we may consider here f of s is equal 1 by s square plus 1. So at first we will consider that our f of s is 1 by s square plus 1, and its inverse Laplace transformation. All of you know that here there is a direct formula for finding the inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square plus 1 square, that is sine at. So a is 1, it will be sine t, and this is our f of t. This is our f of t. Now we will find the inverse Laplace transformation for 1 by s into s square plus 1. 1 by s into s square plus 1. Okay, and in the next time we will find inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square into s square plus 1. And for the last time we will find 1 by s cube into s square plus 1. Okay, since here the power is 3, so you have to start with power of s is equals to 1, and you have to continue this process for 3 times. That's the procedure. So here this will be equal to what? Integration 0 to t, 0 to t, f of u du. Here f of u means sine u into du. So complete this integration, the result will be probably minus cos t minus cos u integration of this is this, and use the upper and lower limit. It will be minus cos t plus cos 0. That means 1 minus cos t. Okay, here it is 1 minus cos t. Now I will find the inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square into s square plus 1. Okay. Now again we find inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square into 1 by s square plus 1. And here it will be similar to inverse Laplace transformation 1 by s into 1 by s into s square plus 1. And now if you want to use the properties by the division by power of s, here you have to consider 1 by s into s square plus 1 as your f of s, right? Here you have to consider this part as your f of s, and you have to find the inverse Laplace transformation of this, which we have already found, that is 1 minus cos t. What is this? At
1
first,
minus cos u হবে।
yes, 1 minus cos t, and from here you will get f of u. This is our f for this inverse Laplace transformation. This is our f of s, and this is our capital F of t, and from here in your formula you will use f of u. Okay, so the formula will be integration 0 to t f of u du. Here it is similar to inverse Laplace transformation of f of s by s, and here f of s is this, and its inverse Laplace transformation is 1 minus cos t. Okay, so here we will use integration 0 to t f of u du, and your f of u will be this 1 minus cos u into du. Okay, so here complete this integration, and after completing this integration the result will be for 1 it will be u, and for cos u it will be sin u. Now use the upper and lower limit 0 to t. So it will be t minus 0 minus sin t plus sin 0. And you know that the values for sin 0 is equals to 0. So the answer for this second
t
properties
minus
it
sin
will be t minus sin t. Okay. So we have found this for inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square into 1 by s square plus 1. But our main function is 1 by s cube into 1 by s square plus 1. So you have to repeat this procedure again. For the third time, you have to repeat this procedure. So finally, inverse Laplace transformation 1 by s cube into 1 by s square plus 1. It can be written as inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s into 1 by s square into s square plus 1. And for this third time, this is our f of s, and its inverse Laplace transformation is given, that is t minus sin t. So it will be our f of t, and from here you will find f of u. Okay, so use the properties for division by power of s, and it will be integration 0 to t f of u du, and here your f of u is t u minus sin u, which is obtained from this, and this is the inverse Laplace transformation of this function, which we have found in our second repeating way. Okay, so from here it will be u minus sin u into du. Now complete this integration, and that will be the final result of our given function. So complete this, and it will be u square by 2 plus cos u. And use the upper and lower limit. So it will be t square by 2 plus cos t minus cos 0. That means t square by 2 plus cos t minus 1. Okay, so that is your final result of your given function inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s cube into 1 by s square plus 1. Okay, and since it is s cube, so we have to continue this procedure for 3 times. So students, is there any problem to understand this math?
No.
Okay, and this problem can also be solved by using convolution theorem. Okay, if you see, can recognize that this math can also be solved by using convolution theorem, because convolution theorem is used for the product of two functions, and here it is the product of two functions, 1 by s cube into 1 by s square plus 1. You can use any procedure, you can use this way, or you can use convolution theorem to solve this problem. But when it is fixed that solve this one by using convolution theorem, in that case you are bounded to use the convolution theorem. You cannot solve this math in this way. But if it is not given that solve this by using convolution theorem, then you can also solve this math in this way. Okay?
ম্যাম দুই ক্ষেত্রে কি সবসময় একই অ্যান্সার আসবে?
Yes. The answer will be same. And it depends on you which procedure is easier or suitable for you. Okay? But when it is mentioned, then you are bounded to use that properties or use that theorem. Okay, now we will go another problem. Okay, here it is given that this portion is given that inverse Laplace transformation of s by s square plus 1 whole square is equals to this. And you have to find the inverse Laplace transformation of this. It is your given information. If this is equal this, then find the inverse Laplace transformation of this. So here inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square plus 1 whole square. This function can be rewritten as inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s into s by s square plus 1 whole square. So can anyone say why we will rewrite this one like this? What is the necessity to rewrite our given function in this form?
1 by s টাকে সামনে আনার জন্য, তাছাড়া ওটা রিপিটেটিভলি আমরা প্রয়োগ করতে পারবো না।
Basically here, that's one thing, and there is another thing is that here the inverse Laplace transformation of s by s square plus 1 whole square is equals to given. So since this is given, you have to use this result. It is given in your question that inverse Laplace transform of this is equals to this, then find this inverse Laplace transformation of this. So you have to use this result. And if you want to use this result, then you need this term s by s square plus 1 whole square. And for deriving this term s by s square plus 1 whole square, we will multiply 1 by s. And this is similar to our given function. Okay, that's the necessity for rewriting this given function as like this. Now we can use the formula of division by power of s, and the formula will be inverse Laplace transformation of f of s by s. We'll consider s by s square plus 1 whole square. We'll consider this is as f of s, so it will be inverse Laplace transformation of f of s by s, and the formula is integration 0 to t f of u du. Okay, and here the inverse Laplace transformation, this is our f of s, and its inverse Laplace transformation is given half of t sine t, that is capital F of t, and from here you have to find f of u. I'm repeating again. Here this is similar to the form f of s by s, and your f of s is this, and its inverse Laplace transformation, that is capital F of t, which is given in your question half of t into sine t. So from here you will be able to find the values of f of u into du. Okay. So now we will use the direct result which is given in our question, that is inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is equal to this. So integration 0 to t f of u du, from this is our f of t, so from here we will find f of u, so it will be half of u into sine u, f of u du. Now we have to complete this integration by using integration by parts or UV formula. So it will be half into u minus cos u. Use the upper and lower limit minus differentiation of u is 1, so it will be minus cos u integration 0 to t into du. So from here it will be half minus t cos t. And the lower limit is 0, and if you set here 0, then the whole term will be 0. Minus, minus, plus, and the integration of cos u is sin u. Use the upper and lower limit 0 to t. So it will be half into minus t cos t, and from here it will be minus cos, it will be sin t minus sin 0. Okay. So the values for sin 0 is equals to 0, and the rest of part will be half into sin t minus t cos t. Half into sin t minus t cos t. Okay. So that's the answer for our given function. Inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square plus 1 whole square, and where the inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is also given. So this is our required answer for this problem. Is there any problem to understand this? Anyone, any problem? Okay, now we will go for another one, that is if inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is equal f of t and f of 0 is equals to 0, then inverse Laplace transformation of s, f of s is equals to f prime t. And this is the multiplication by power of s. Okay, this is your multiplication by power of s. If your inverse Laplace transformation of small f of s is equal to capital F of t, and your main function, this here if you set t is equals to 0 and it is equals to 0, that means f of 0 is equals to 0, then the inverse Laplace transformation of the multiplication of s with f of s will be equal to f prime of t. Okay, so that's the property. So here consider this problem, inverse Laplace transformation of s by s square plus 1. Okay, it can be written as s into 1 by s square plus 1. So here, which one is your f of s? 1 by s square plus 1 is your f of s. So it will be inverse Laplace transformation of s into f of s. Let f of s is equals to 1 by s square plus 1. So what will be its inverse Laplace transformation of f of s? Inverse Laplace transformation 1 by s square plus 1. And here there is a direct formula for finding inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square plus 1. And you know that the direct formula is sin t. Okay, here there is a direct formula for inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square plus 1. And that direct formula is what? It is sin t. So we have found inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is equal to sin t, and it is your f of t. Now you have to take that either f of 0 is equals to 0 or not. Okay, now we will take f of 0 is equals to 0 or not. Here, our f of t is equals to sin t, and f of 0 is equals to what? Sin 0, which is equals to 0. So we may use this formula, inverse Laplace transformation of s into f of s is equals to f prime t. And here f of t is equals to sin t. So what will be your result for f prime t? It will be cos t, right? Hence, inverse Laplace transformation of s into 1 by s square plus 1, right? Which is similar to this is equals to f prime t. And here it is your f of t. So what is your f prime t? F prime t will be cos t. So that's the answer for our given function s by s square plus 1. Inverse Laplace transformation of s by s square plus 1 is equals to cos t. That's the required answer. Okay. So this is the application for the properties multiplication by s. Now the last problem for today. Here it is quite different. This problem is quite different. So I will go for the last one if you don't have any problem regarding these first three problems. Students, is there any problem regarding these first three maths which we have solved in this class?
ম্যাম এখানে টি এর পাওয়ার থাকতে পারে না
Sorry?
এস এর পাওয়ার থাকতে পারে না ম্যাম
Yes, in that case, you have to repeat in the same way which we have done by the procedure of division by s.
ওকে ম্যাম
When s is a square, then you have to repeat this for 2 times. When s is 3 cube, s cube, then you have to repeat for 3 times. Okay.
ম্যাম ওকে
So now this is the last one for our today's lecture. That is find inverse Laplace transformation of ln 1 plus 1 by s square. So in our lectures, we have learned different types of procedures, properties, theorem, but we didn't find such type of problem. So here you have to solve this one in a different way by using a special technique. Okay, here we will use a different technique to solve this problem. That means finding inverse Laplace transformation of ln 1 plus 1 by s square. At first, we will consider this is as f of s. Let f of s is equal ln 1 plus 1 by s square. And here, all of you know that f of s is the Laplace transformation of f of t, right? All of you know that f of s is the or inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is equals to f of t. We know this, right? We know this inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is equals to f of t. So from here we may write down f of s is equal Laplace transformation of f of t. Is it correct? If this is equal this, then it is also correct that small f of s is the Laplace transformation of f of t, which we have learned at the initial stage of this course. Thus that this is the Laplace transformation of f of t. And
Yes,
here I am considering that f of s is equals to this, and f of s is the Laplace transformation of f of t. Okay, f of s is the Laplace transformation of f of t. Now I will find the differentiation of f of s. This is f of s, and I want to find the differentiation of this. So what will be the result for this? Ln x, you may consider this ln 1 plus 1 by s square as ln x. So the formula will be 1 by x, right? And here as x, we consider it is 1 plus 1 by s square. So we have to differentiate this again. And the answer for the differentiation of this will be minus 2 into 1 by s cube. Is there any problem to understand this differentiation? Here consider this is as ln x. So the formula for differentiation will be 1 by x. And since we are considering this one as x, we have to differentiate this for the second time. And the answer of this differentiation will be minus 2 divided by 1 by s cube. Okay. So here it can be written like this, minus 2 into s cube into, from here it will be s square plus 1 divided by s square. I'm sorry. So from here it will be minus 2 divided by s into s square plus 1. Okay. So minus 2 into s square plus 1. And from here, I just want to find the inverse Laplace transformation of this f inverse s. Okay. I just want to find the inverse Laplace transformation of f prime s. So what will be the answer? Inverse Laplace transformation of -2 divided by s into s square plus 1. Now you have to find the inverse Laplace transformation of this. So here you can use the procedure. Probably we have found the inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s into s square plus 1 by the formula or properties division by s, right? Here this can be written as -2 into inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s into s square plus 1. Okay, so is it possible to find the inverse Laplace transformation of this s square s into s square plus 1 by the properties division by power of s? That means if you consider this 1 by s square plus 1 as f of s, then it will be 1 by s into f of s. That means f of s by s, right? And it is equal integration 0 to 3 f of u du. And here your f of s is equal 1 by s square plus 1, and inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s square plus 1 is equals to what? Is equals to sine t. So it will be integration 0 to t sine u du. So from here we get it's minus cos t integration 0 to t. So it will be minus cos t plus cos 0. That means 1 minus cos t. Okay. So the inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s into s square plus 1 is 1 minus cos t, and you may write down this part as your side note. Okay. You may write down this part as your side note. What is this? Here I just write down it as your side note. Inverse Laplace transformation of 1 by s into s square plus 1, and it will be equal to integration 0 to t f of u du, and here your f of u is sine t. So f of u will be sine u into du, and its integration is minus cos u, upper and lower limit 0 to t, it will be minus cos t plus 1, that means 1 minus cos t. Okay. So we have found the inverse Laplace transformation of this is equal this. So it can be written as inverse Laplace transformation of f prime s is equal -2 into 1 minus cos t. Okay. -2 into 1 minus cos t. But can anyone remember what is the properties for finding inverse Laplace transformation of f prime s? There is a property for finding inverse Laplace transformation of f prime s. Can anyone remember the output for that property? That is -1 to the power n t to the power n f of t. Can you remember the properties for finding inverse Laplace transformation of f prime s, or inverse Laplace transformation of f to the power n s is equals to -1 to the power n t to the power n f of t? Can anyone remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So here in the left side it is inverse Laplace transformation of f prime s, and the answer is this. And I will try to write down this in a similar part of -1 to the power n t to the power n f of t. And here it is minus, so it will be n t to the power 1, because here it is f prime 1, that means n is equals to 1. So it will be -1 to the power 1 t to the power 1 and f of t. And if you want to rewrite this one as this, then what will be your f of t? If you want to write down this from this line, then what will be your f of t? It
1 minus cos t.
will be 2 into 1 minus cos t divided by t. If you use f of t equal 2 into 1 minus cos t by t here, then in this line and this line will be equal.
2 এর আগে মাইনাস হবে না?
Here this is the -1.
ওকে ম্যাম।
-1 t f of t, and if you consider f of t is equals to this, then this line and this line will be equal. Okay, so by comparison we can found that f of t is equals to this, f of t is equals to this. Now come to the point. At the first line, we have written let f of s is equals to this is equal Laplace transformation of f of t. That means f of t is the inverse Laplace transformation of f of s, right? F of t is equal inverse Laplace transformation of f of s. Now we will use this concept. Now f of s is equal log 1 plus 1 by s square is equal Laplace transformation of f of t, and from here we can write down f of t is equal inverse Laplace transformation of f of s, and is equal f of t. So inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is equal f of t, and we have found that f of t is equals to 2 into 1 minus cos t divided by t. Okay, we have found that f of t is equals to inverse Laplace transformation of f of s is equals to f of t, and f of t is equals to 2 into 1 minus cos t divided by t. And now put the values for f of s. We have considered that f of s is equals to ln 1 plus 1 by s square is equals to 2 into 1 minus cos t divided by t. Okay, so, and this is your given question. Find the inverse Laplace transformation of ln 1 plus 1 by s square is equals to what? And this is our required answer, that this is equal f of t, and f of t is equals to 2 into 1 minus cos t divided by t. Okay, so that's the answer for our last problem. And I think here it can be solved in a different way, but not difficult. Okay, you have to solve this maths in a different way. You cannot solve this in a direct method or using direct property. You have to use a trick for solving this one. So students, is there any problem to understand this one? Here at first you have to find f of t, and by write down this we get the answer. Anyone, any problem to understand this problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so students, that's all for today. We are at the end of our class.
Ma'am,
ম্যাম এই ম্যাথটা করে দাও।
Sorry.
material
Yes, this maths is solved in your materials, but here I solved it in detail, but in your materials the detailed calculation is not given. Okay.
ম্যাম ফোরিয়ার ট্রান্সফরমেশনে আমাদের একটা প্রবলেম ছিল। 9th আগস্টে আপনি একটা স্লাইড আপলোড করেছেন ম্যাম, ওখানে ম্যাম আপনি সলিউশনও প্রোভাইড করছেন, কিন্তু ম্যাম ম্যাথটা বুঝতেছি না।
It will be better if you mail me, because in the class of 9th August I cannot remember here, and
Ma'am, I am also having a problem.
ম্যাম
if you
সলিউশন দিয়েছেন ম্যাম, কিন্তু ম্যাথটা বুঝতে প্রবলেম হচ্ছে।
আচ্ছা, আপনি প্রবলেমটা আমাকে মেইল করেন, আমি নেক্সট ক্লাসে প্রবলেমটা সলভ করে দেব।
ওকে ম্যাম, ওকে ম্যাম।
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, midterm-এর যদি একটু সাজেশন দেওয়া যেত।
Yes, at first start to take your preparation. So if when I get the date or the probable time before your exam, I will provide some suggestion for you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so I think all of you have written your ID number. So thank you.
সিলেবাস কি দেওয়া হয়ে গেছে ম্যাম?
Yes, many of the students are talking about syllabus. Syllabus is given in your Google Classroom. Okay.
ওকে ম্যাম, থ্যাংক ইউ।
So thank you everyone for your participation and cooperation. Take care everyone. Allah Hafiz.